Hey guys, it's Elena.
And it's Candace.
And you're listening to Cousins on
Crime.
Didn't do that very well.
We'll practice for next time.
We did not practice.
I thought it would be more intense.
Yeah.
If I joined you.
It was. I mean, I thought it was.
Yeah. Maybe others did too. Who knows? How are you doing on this Monday?
Monday.
Look at us.
We made it on a Monday.
I know.
Yeah, today went by super fast.
I thought so too.
I actually think Tuesdays are more Monday than Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Than Monday. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
It's the second Monday in the week. It's not Monday, but it's not the middle of the week.
Right.
It's still the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
We hate Tuesdays. New merch idea.
Anyways.
But yeah, my day went by quickly too. I did a little work and then I had a parent-teacher conference.
Oh?
Uh-huh.
Those are fun.
Uh-huh.
Have you been back to a PTA meeting?
Oh, God, no. No.
They kicked you out.
I will not be.
They said, please don't come back.
I said, I'm not coming back. No, it wasn't for me. But yeah, so the parent-teacher conference it's something that they do. It wasn't like, we need to talk about Hazel. She's nailing all her work. She's ahead of, she knows more letters and more things than she should. And I'm just like, so proud.
Yeah.
Like, I know she's smart.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
But she pulled out her work and showed me her work. And like, just to see her little handwriting. And I just was like, that's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my girl. I made her.
Oh.
So it was just.
She is pretty awesome.
She's awesome. But yeah, so it was good. And I had Chick-fil-A and I had an ice cream cone today. So it was like,
yeah,
best day ever. Anyway.
Maybe I'll have some ice cream after this.
You should. Do you have any cookie cake?
Yeah. Yes, I am stocked up.
You are?
So you know.
Okay, well, I've been slowly devouring mine because, we're going to be moving in a few weeks.
Right.
So I'm like, I better go ahead and eat this so that we don't have to move it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I was really sad at one point because I thought they got rid of it already, the cookie cake.
Well, yeah, we both did.
Yeah, because we could not find it. And all of a sudden it was back.
I mean, I saw it that one time that you said it was at Walmart, was it?
Yes.
Okay, so I saw it that one time, but I haven't seen it since.
That's funny. Okay, let me tell you about that episode. When I text you and told you, hey, I found it at Walmart. Mm-hmm. That's how serious we are. No, there were 3 tubs of it, and I put all 3 of them in the buggy.
I love that.
And they were like $8.99 a piece. And I'm like,
it's worth it.
I put one back. No, I put it back in the buggy.
You're like,
and then I was like, I walked away with all 3 of them, and I was like, I have to put one back. I can't spend $30 on ice cream. So yeah.
But you can.
I can and I will.
Oh my goodness. YOLO. Wow. That's funny. So if I run out, I know where to come. I'll have to probably twist your arm for it, but
yeah.
Please, can I have a little bite?
I will share with you. That's how much I love you. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh. But anyways, enough about ice cream. Let's get into the episode. Do you want to hear?
I would love to hear.
Do you want to hear a story?
I want to hear a story.
You might change your mind when I get started.
Oh, no.
Okay. So today we're traveling to Clovis, New Mexico.
New Mexico, you say?
New Mexico.
Okay.
New Mexico, New Mexico.
New Mexico, New Mexico. Dry. Skin.
It was August 28th of 2017. And inside the Clovis Carver Public Library were employees, Christina Carter and Wanda Walters. Among them were other employees and visitors.
Okay.
Just shortly after 4 p.m., a 16-year-old Nathaniel Jewett walked in the quiet library and walked straight to the restroom. While in there, he took a picture of the bag that he had with him, and he posted it on Snapchat with the caption of the time of 4:10 p.m. and the comment, "It begins."
Ugh, gross.
In the bag were 2 handguns and ammunition that he took from his father's safe back at home. A few minutes later, he walks out of the bathroom and nonchalantly walks down the hall to the main desk. He pulled out the .380 caliber handgun from his bag and opened fire. He first shot at the floor and he yelled, "Run! Why aren't you running? I'm shooting at you. Run!"
What? Whoa.
Yeah. That was his warning.
That is chilling.
And then he starts aiming randomly at people as they scattered. Witnesses say he was happy. He was just laughing, smiling the whole time, and then his countenance changed. He had a mean look. In the span of 6 seconds, Nathaniel rapidly fired 14 rounds from the .380 caliber handgun.
Jeez.
He then started walking around the library, shouting at people to run. Eventually, he placed the handgun back into the bag he was carrying and then pulled out the .45 caliber handgun. He shot that gun 6 times, with a few of those shots going through a door. He was shooting through a door trying to hit people who barricaded themselves in a room. In total, he fired 20 bullets, and then he just wandered around the library.
What?
Without firing any more shots. And eventually, he walks by a man who had returned back into the library while on his phone. The man was on 911 or on the 911 call. The first 911 call came from a man named Lupe Aguirre at 4:15. He told the dispatcher, "I'm at the library. There's a shooter. My wife and daughter are trapped inside." As he stayed on the phone with the dispatcher, he runs into the library to find his family.
Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine doing what he's got to do?
I would. I mean, you just...
Yeah. Nathaniel told the man to put his phone down, and the man told him that he was looking for someone. And while Lupe was talking to the dispatcher, several other calls were coming in. Soon after, the police arrived. Surveillance video that was released shows some of the library visitors hiding behind bookshelves. Some hid in rooms and shut and barricaded the doors. It shows a man and a woman with their young son hiding behind walls and the desk before they made it to the hallway where they could run out the front doors.
Oh my gosh.
As they run out, they see a young man sitting out front and tell him to run because someone's shooting inside.
Gosh.
Another video shows a young boy hiding behind a shelf and calling out for his papa.
Oh, no.
He's like, "Papa, save me."
No.
And he's saying, "Papa, please don't die." So I don't know if his papa was shot. I don't know, but it's really sad to see that video. About 15 minutes after the first call came in, police received a call from the suspect's father. Who told them that Nathaniel had taken his father's guns from the safe where he kept them.
And did he ask, did the dispatcher ask, And why does he have access to your guns?
I don't know. I
Are they
didn't
not
listen
locked
to
up?
So that is a detail that I do
Okay.
know. The safe was not locked. It was an
Lock
unlocked
your gun
safe.
safe. Okay.
Yeah.
As you were.
Yeah. So he knew Nathaniel had left the house, and I don't know what triggered him to look at the safe, but he knew the guns were gone.
Oh, God.
Police video show them clearing the building, assessing the people inside, and even handcuffing a few men, not knowing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not knowing if they were involved with the shooter. Because at this point, they didn't know who the shooter was.
Okay.
Once they had Nathaniel in handcuffs, because he's still wandering around the library as they come in. Yeah. As they're clearing the building.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are people going like it's him?
So actually, I'm not sure if anybody pointed them in the right direction, but as they handcuffed Nathaniel, he immediately surrendered, and police asked witnesses that were standing nearby, is he the shooter? And they said, yes, that is him.
Wow.
Nathaniel did not put up a fight or a struggle when being arrested. And as he's being escorted out of the library, they passed one of the female victims who was lying face down on the floor. And Nathaniel asks, why is nobody helping her? And the police officer's like, think about it, kid. He told police that he had been planning on the attack for a while. He was actually intending to shoot up the high school before committing suicide. 2 people, Wanda Walters and Christina Carter, both library employees, were killed.
Oh, so sad.
48-year-old Christina Carter, who also went by Chrissy, lived most of her life in Clovis and raised 2 daughters there. She was their biggest cheerleader and encourager. She led one of their Girl Scout troops. She loved reading and listening to audiobooks. She liked to go camping and fishing. She liked to travel to Germany to see her family that lived there. Chrissy led story time at the library as the little children gathered to listen. She began working at the Clovis Library in November 2002 as a youth services librarian. She loved her job and the kids that came with it.
Aww.
Friends would say that she could turn even the gloomiest day brighter.
Aww.
And would do anything for any child. Her heart revolved around the children of the community, and she was a saint. She was always so positive and optimistic. 61-year-old Wanda Walters worked at the library since 2010 as a circulation assistant. She helped people navigate procedures and helped older visitors use the computers. Because sometimes that's a little hard.
Yeah.
She was so patient as she taught and helped them. She was a wonderful woman, a devout Christian, and she loved her family. She sang on the praise team at church, and she served in the church that she attended for 35 years.
Oh, Wanda.
She was a quiet and kind woman who was strong in her faith, always with a smile on her face. She would often check on other people around her, making sure that they were okay and encouraged. 4 people were wounded and survived. 53-year-old Howard Jones, 30-year-old Jessica Thron, 20-year-old Alexis Molina, and 10-year-old Noah Molina. Alexis was shot 3 times while shielding her brother Noah, who was shot once.
Hero.
Yes, and they survived. I found a post on Facebook about the shooting by a man named Scott Jones. Bear with me, I'm going to read it all.
Okay.
He wrote, "My mind is racing and my heart is broken. I don't really want to talk about what happened, but I want to write down my feelings while they are fresh. Yesterday, a young kid entered the Clovis Carver Public Library where I work and started shooting. I heard the gunshots, too many to count, but enough to know something was wrong. Still, the reality of the situation was so intense that when I left my office and saw people running, my friends and colleagues literally running for their lives, I stood motionless and emotionless. Even though I recognized the sound of what it meant, it took another moment or two to register the reality of what was happening. The surreal became real. This was real. This was happening here and now. And then I saw him, the shooter. He was looking in my direction with his gun pointing at me. He was young, just a kid. A moment passed, a brief moment, and at the same time, an eternity. Then he turned away. My office is behind the circulation area, and I'm not sure if he even saw me. He was angry, cursing and shouting. He called us idiots and cowards and told us to run. But I only counted one coward there that day. One selfish coward committing an idiotic act. My coworker Jessica ran past me towards the back of the library. Her arm was bleeding and she said she was shot. Once again, I felt myself being pulled away from the fantasy that everything was fine, that this wasn't real. I was about to follow her to the back to safety. It wasn't until then that I saw my other coworker, Wanda, lying on the ground with her back towards me. Her back, it was bleeding. My heart sank and I feared the worst. She was shot near her heart. I called 911 and gave them a description of the shooter. The police were there instantly. But I couldn't see the shooter anymore. I got as close to Wanda as I thought safe and called her name. I tried to take her pulse. I honestly don't know if I felt anything or not. Between the adrenaline rush and my shaky nerves, I realized I was only going through the motions and that there was nothing that I could do to help her. Guilt crept in, digging its way inside me, and the feeling of regret that I didn't do something more or that I didn't do something sooner grabbed a hold of me. I then saw the shooter again over by the reference desk. He put his gun down and his arms up as the police subdued him. I felt a little sense of finality, even though I knew this was far from over. The officers made their way throughout the front of the library, securing the area as well as checking on the others, the victims. An officer came over to help me with Wanda. Only then did I feel I could leave her and check on Jessica. I ran to the back and found her with Angela, another coworker. Angela was holding Jessica in her arms. She sent me back to the front to get help. As I rounded a corner, 2 or 3 officers came around the other corner at the opposite end of the hallway. This was the second time within a few minutes that I had a gun pointed at me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. However, this was different than before. These people were the good guys. I felt safe. I felt safe even though they treated me as a threat because they were doing their job. They were doing their duty. They put their lives on the line every day and they can't afford to take a chance. Mm-hmm. They told me to get down on the ground and then proceeded to handcuff me. I did what they asked. I laid there, not resisting, but insisting that Jessica was back there, hurt and needing attention. There was a concern there as an additional shooter, but after a few minutes and some questioning, they released me from the handcuffs. I told them my office was at the end of the hallway and that they could bring up more surveillance cameras for them to review. I also gave them my access card and all my work keys so that they could finish clearing the building. I was then escorted across the street to the courthouse. I am so thankful to all law enforcement agencies, the Curry County Sheriff's Office, and anybody else who assisted. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers and support. My heart aches for Wanda and Chrissy's family. From our library family to yours, we will miss them, truly miss them. They brought sunshine and love to all, from young to the young at heart. Read a book to honor them. Read a book to a loved one and teach them the power of words. Read a book and be inspired and be an inspiration to others.
Oh,
that's sweet. So yeah, that's the first-hand account of a witness and a victim.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Nathaniel Jewett, 16 at the time of the shooting.
A baby.
Yeah. He was a student at Clovis High School. He was bullied at school, so he says, according to his girlfriend as well. He regularly drank alcohol and smoked marijuana, and he had just been suspended from school at the time for fighting.
All right.
Nathaniel had recorded 2 videos before he walked to the library that day. In these videos, he recorded himself as he's getting ready to leave his home. He's getting ready to go hurt and murder the people of the town that he lived in. He's tying his shoes, and he's just nonchalantly like, hey, I'm going to go do this. I apologize to my family, my girlfriend, and he explains what he's planning to do.
Jeez.
And he says, I think I'm just going to walk to the high school and open fire.
Ugh.
He talks about the suspension and the fights at school and says he's like, this is my choice. Nobody's forcing me to do it. I'm just so...
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah. I'm just so angry, he says.
Oh, good.
And then he left a suicide note before he left his house.
Mm-hmm.
He was indicted on September 8th of 2002 for 2 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of child abuse, 4 counts of aggravated battery, and 20 counts of assault.
Wow.
With the intent to commit a violent felony. They slapped him.
Stacked him up.
Yeah. Due to the seriousness and the gravity of the crime, the judge made the decision to try him as an adult.
Wow.
If tried as a juvenile, he would have gone through treatment and then released at 21.
Whoa.
Yeah, but as an adult, yeah. And so the judge was like, that's not justice.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Although we would like him to be rehabilitated and treated for his issues, that's not justice. So as an adult, he would be eligible for life without parole. On October 17th of 2018, Nathaniel pleaded guilty. In court, he got to read aloud the letter that he wrote. He said he was absolutely horrified by his actions, and he takes full responsibility. He says that he doesn't even recognize the boy in the videos from that day, and that he knows he should be in prison. He made it known that he was willing to meet with any one of the victims or the families to help them heal. He said, not a day goes by that I don't think about y'all.
That's unusual.
Isn't it?
Wow.
So on February 15th of 2019, he was sentenced to 2 concurrent life sentences with the possibility of parole, plus 40 years in prison. Under his original sentence, he would have been eligible for parole after serving 34 years, but a new law was later passed in 2023 restricting life sentences for juveniles.
That old chestnut.
Yeah. He will now be eligible for parole after serving 25 years. Family members of 2 of the wounded victims filed a lawsuit against Nathaniel's parents.
Go on.
Yeah. And the psychologist that he was already seeing.
What?
Yeah. So the suit alleges that his therapist allegedly knew Nathaniel was suicidal and had violent tendencies towards others. And that he had access to weapons and drugs. And Nathaniel had reported hearing auditory hallucinations in the days and weeks before the shootings. The therapist documented that Nathaniel was in conflict with himself and in need of continued supervision.
See, that's so messed up.
Yeah. No warning was ever made to the school or law enforcement, which is required by New Mexico law.
Oh, good.
For medical professionals to report public threats.
Well, there are reporters. I mean,
yeah, I would say this is a public threat.
Yeah.
There were reports that he had been or that he had a difficult childhood as he felt unwanted and mistreated by his stepmother. I'm not sure how true that is. Just this little tidbit. About a month before this incident, Nathaniel was baptized at a Christian church. The baptism was filmed, and just before being dunked in the water, the pastor asks, "Is there anything that you want to say?" And Nathaniel says, I hope this works.
Wow.
That really breaks my heart because, a lot of people think that baptism is like a bath for your soul. Mm-hmm. Like the water's going to wash away your problems. Mm-hmm. But baptism is basic. It's a public declaration that
it's a beginning.
Yeah. I mean, it's a declaration that you choose Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And when you're immersed in the water and you rise up, it's a symbol that the old you is left there in the water and the new you has risen.
And he was so unaware of any of that.
Right.
And just thought, you know what? I know I have evil in me. I better get baptized. Better wash this out.
Yeah. But that's the sad part, is that so many people think that this is just going to wash away your problems.
And that he voiced his suicidal ideations, his homicidal ideations to his therapist. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm impressed that he even had a therapist, to be honest with you, because it feels like...
Right. So maybe his parents were trying to get him help and that they were doing what they thought. But
lock your guns safe, you idiot.
Lock your guns. Yes.
It's like saying, don't leave your child in a hot car. It sounds stupid coming out of my mouth. Lock your gun safe.
Why do we have to say this? Why do we have to say this? I know. So yeah, sounds like Nathaniel was trying whatever he thought he could to wash away whatever demons he was dealing with. After all, he did admit that he had been dealing with bad thoughts for a long time. Hundreds turned out for vigils held at 2 churches in the area after the shooting. A choir sang hymns and they comforted each other. We're going to end this on the 2 that were killed. We're going to just come back to them. Mm-hmm. Chrissy's obituary reads, Chrissy Carter, 48, of Clovis, New Mexico, died Monday, August 28th of 2017. Celebration of life will be held at 2 p.m. Tuesday, September 5th at 2017 at Clovis Civic Center. Chrissy was born June 24th, 1969 in Mountain Home, Indiana, to Hannelore Honish. I hope I'm saying that right. She married Kelly Carter, November 21st, 1997 in Clovis, New Mexico. Chrissy worked as the youth services librarian at Clovis Carter Public Library. She was a member of the Kiwanis. Chrissy loved fishing, camping, cooking, gardening, crafting, taking care of her animals, reading, and spending time with her family. She sounds so cool.
You know, I was just thinking how cool it would be. Like, I don't like reading, but if I liked books, if I liked to sit down and read a book, how cool that would be to work in a library.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're
That's
just
the perfect place
it's like
for her.
a kid in a candy store. Are you kidding me?
Oh, and she loved reading and bringing the books to life for the kids.
And sharing that with other people. Like, maybe if I would have had someone like her in my life, I would like reading. No, it's my ADHD. I know this.
Yeah. Wanda's obituary reads, Wanda Beth Walters, 61, of Clovis, New Mexico, died Monday, August 28th, 2017. She was born February 6th of 1956 in Merkel, Texas.
Merkel?
To Winston Edward Blair and Lily Faye Suzanne Pilkington.
Winston and Lily Faye
I know.
were her parents?
Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh. And they named her Wanda? What? What a cute family.
So cute. Wanda was a member of Bethel Assembly of God Church and served on the worship team. She worked as the circulation assistant at Clovis Carver Library. Wanda loved reading, listening to music, playing the piano, and spending time with people. She collected lighthouses.
Aww.
And yeah, every year on the anniversary, the town gathers for a memorial for the both of them. They light candles and read books to the kids.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that they don't forget them.
I know. It's so easy to look back at, those mass shootings and say, well, we don't talk about that because we don't want to dredge it up again. Mm-hmm. It hurts. But I think this is a beautiful way to remember the victims and make it about their passion, the books, the safe haven that the library is for the community.
And spread it to the next person.
I know. Yeah.
Aw.
That's, lock your guns safe. So angry. Why did these people have to pay for your stupidity? You wanna have rights to own guns? Lock your gun safe. Okay?
Yeah. We just need to be a little more responsible.
It's not often that we hear the perpetrator take responsibility for their actions, especially a child. I feel like when they're very immature like that, they can kind of die on their own hill.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I find it interesting maybe that incarceration provided him some perspective.
And I can agree with that. And I also think that he loved going to church. Even with his mental status, he loved going to church, and I think he really wanted to be a good person. But how does that correlate? How?
There's a badness in there that won that day.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling their stories.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's easy to, look at mass shootings and go, oof, I don't want to cover that one, or
right,
like that's
too hard. Yeah.
Too hard. And then, like I said, honoring the victims really becomes more about the crime in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. And we shy away from that because we don't want to make it about the crime or the perpetrator. But I'm leaving this episode feeling like I connected with the victims, like I knew them and their heart for the community. And I just feel like that's such hometown vibes, isn't it? Like we know people like that in our hometown that we grew up, and they were just like always an anchor. You go. Yeah. Even as a child, if you didn't know their name, you knew their presence. Mm-hmm. And so I'm glad that you told their story.
Yeah. So let me influence you. Let me encourage you to go read a book for Wanda and Chrissy.
You know what? Maybe I'll go read a book.
Yeah.
A child's book.
Go read a book to the girls.
I'll read a book to the girls. I cannot concentrate on a book. I love reading, like research and stuff is really great because I can skip around.
Yeah.
Someone needs to write a book that's kind of like the Stinky Cheese Man, but for adults. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, turn the page and it's something different.
There you go. There might be one out there. We just don't know because we don't read books.
Books for ADHD people. Okay, I'm looking it up. Anyways, how great to be able to know these people that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So thank you for telling their story, and that was great. Let's do it again sometime.
All right, let's do it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Cousins on Crime. get connected with us by becoming a free member on our Patreon. Or for just $5 a month, you'll have access to bonus episodes, discussion groups, and much more. If you can't afford $5 a month, we get it. Inflation, am I right? Please consider leaving us a positive review and rating wherever you listen.
And don't forget merch. Support our podcast and show the love by sporting t-shirts with our latest designs, or grab an evidence bag to keep the chain of custody for all your valuables. Don't forget to follow our show on your favorite streaming app so you never miss an episode, and get photos and updates on our Instagram at Cousins on Crime Podcast or our Cousins on Crime Facebook page. Have a case suggestion? Email us at cousinsoncrime@gmail.com.